Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. You are here with us at Amakhala Private Game Reserve in the very southern part of the Eastern Cape, South Africa, where you are joined with myself, Eric, and Morgan behind the camera on a lovely afternoon with clear skies. Windy a little bit, but a little bit of warmth in the air, which is quite nice. We're surrounded by some buffalo tracks, and that is very cool. Now, obviously, these tracks have been put here after the rain. You can see the rain over here alongside has definitely left some indent here and has covered all the tracks. The majority of these tracks were made after the rain. And what we've got here is a very nice track over here. Now, buffaloes, they are two-toed creatures, which means they only have they have 4 sets of hooves, and on their hooves they have 2 little toes. So buffalo tracks in the area in the Dune Forest, very good. That's a good start to our afternoon safari. Right, so we're now in the car with the direction in which the tracks were leading us. So we're going to start our search for that herd of buffalo in the hopes that we can maybe come across them. Now, it's not very often that you actually will find buffalo in thicket areas like this. It's not unheard of. They do like to come into areas like this, generally to avoid wind sometimes, but majority of the time you will find them on an open field where there is grass that they feed on. It looks to me like we've caught these buffalo at the very end of their sort of relaxation, sort of chewing their food. A lot of them are starting to get up and mobile now, start feeding again. That's usually a sign that they've got to the end of their food source in their first chamber of their stomachs. They've regurgitated it all, chewed it to a good cud, a nice fine pulp, and have now swallowed it and are now in need of some more. Now, we did see these buffalo in this morning's drive, and they haven't come very far away from where we last saw them. Oh, isn't that nice? A little calf suckling from mom. Something that you'll find with a bit of a difference between cows and buffaloes. Buffalo calves will suckle in between the back legs of their mothers, whereas calves from domesticated cows, dairy cows, beef cows, they will suckle from the side. So in front of the left back leg, or in front of the right back leg. We have a very big buffalo bull here, one that we don't normally see. He hangs around in this area with and without the herd sometimes. He's mostly found actually by himself, but here he is, and he's with this breeding herd of our buffaloes here at Amakhala. Look at this. We have got some beautiful white rhinos in front of us. Looks to be one male, one female, but both not very young, but fairly young-ish. And they are just grazing, going upon their daily business, as they usually do. And you can't see them now, but they are around, and there are some birds that are feeding off some insects all in and around these rhinos. And we've got some fork-tailed drongos. I thought I saw something that looked like a southern bobo, which would be very interesting if it is. And some Cape starlings. For some, you may know them as the Cape glossy starling. And name is no longer the Cape glossy starling. It is now the Cape starling. And you can see one just sitting there above the rhino. Very, very beautiful iridescent colors. Now we know that these guys have sensitive hearing. And that hearing is so sensitive they are listening to us at the moment. So I'm not too sure if you saw. I don't know if that's he or she lifted their head. And you could see the ears were facing right in our direction. Now obviously any foreign sound is going to be a sound that stands out, and is going to be a sound that ears will tend to want to listen to a little bit more, just to make sure that it isn't a threat. There you can see the birds gathering around them there. Now this is where the rhinos may tend to stay for the night, but they could also move off from here. Rhinos are capable of traveling vast distances at night time, and they could be so far as the other side of the reserve in the morning. It wouldn't be a problem for them to do such. Unlikely that they will. What an amazing afternoon it has been. We're now sitting here in a beautiful golden hour, watching the last few little bits of sun rays touch this beautiful earth. We've had some buffalo, we've had also buffalo that we don't usually see. We've had some rhinos. We've had quite a bit this afternoon, and now we can hear the jackals. Listen. Now that's normally something that we will hear at this time of night. Well, not this time of night, this time of the evening, and the jackals all come out and start satellite calling to each other. But no, it's been a great afternoon. It's been lovely to have you with us, and we all hope that you tune in tomorrow morning.